Hello, welcome to another day, version, episode, session in the Trumpet Gym. There are two things that are inevitable truths about the trumpet. One, exercises are good for you. They help improve range, stamina, flexibility, control, all those sort of things, and improve your technique greatly. Two, they're boring to play on your own. As if you play with other people, they become a bit more interesting, and that's hopefully where these videos are going to come into their own. So you and I are going to play some exercises. I'll put a link for the music in down there somewhere, and so you can download the music and play along. I will talk you through it anyway. This one is just a C major scale, so it's just a bit of a brain buster. So this is based on your C major scale. If you don't know your C major scale, learn it. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. There are only 7 notes in music, and after you've reached the 7th one, it goes back to the first one again. And that when you get to that round again, like for example C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, when it goes round again, the bottom C and the top C. Yeah, let's get technical. The top C is twice as fast. There's twice as many vibrations. It's twice as the frequency is twice as much as the bottom one. It fits twice as much. It's like a 10 times table and a 20 times table, if that makes sense. Yes, so we're going from the bottom C to the top C. So make sure you know that scale. Inside, outside, inside, out, because we're going to do things with it. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to jump around. We're going to start on 1, which is C. We're going to jump, skip a note up to the E, down 1 to D, skip a note up to F, down 1 to E, skip a note up to G, down 1 to F, skip a note up to A, down 1. So it's skip a note, down 1, skip a note, down 1. And it sounds like this. I mean, it sounds quite complicated, but this is the end result. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it? So it skips a note. C up to E, D up to F, then down 1 to E, skip a note. Down 1 to F, skip a note. Down 1 to G, skip a note. Down 1 to A, that takes you to C, but carry on. Down 1 to B, skip a note up to D, and then C, and then it ends on the C. So we'll do it very slowly, and then we'll speed it up, because I think it's a really useful thing to do. So C, E, down. So there's 62, the metronome's on at the moment. Let's slow it down. Let's go 50. 50. Okay, metronome's on 50. After 4, it goes. Oh, the trouble with the slow metronomes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you come all the way back down again. So you start on the top C, you go down 2, up 1, skip a note down, up 1. So it's the inverse. C, down to A, up 1 to B, skip a note to G, up 1 to A, skip a note F. So 1, 2, top C, 3, 4. Right, pause the video, practice that. Practice it until your fingers can play it without thinking, because it's a really good exercise to do. What I'm going to do now is just crank the metronome up 10 beats per minute a time and just run it again. And you and me are going to just go until we break, because you don't know how good you are until you break. That's a fact. Yeah, just break until you get right. That's my limit, and that's, you know where you are. So that's 15, 60, 1, 2, 3. And come down. You do have to take a big breath. especially at that speed. If you go slower, it's easier, but you've got to have a massive, great lung full of air. If you go faster, obviously it's harder, but you're over sooner. 70. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Take a breath. Rest the chops if you need to rest the chops. But that ache is a good thing. Go for that ache every time. Around here. Not in the middle. If you get an ache, a pain in the middle, you're likely pushing quite hard or you've got a brace. So try and keep the pressure off here so you're not really coming on and make it ache on the sides. That's where all the heavy lifting is. So that was 80. 90. Now we start really working. 1, 2, 3. You could, of course, then start getting creative with this exercise and play each note twice. Things like that. Swing it. Makes it more musical, makes it more interesting. Etc. Double tongue it. Etc. Okay, that's 90. This is 100. Keeping it at one note per beat. But if you want to do something fancy with it, you're welcome to. It goes. So 1, 2, 3. This is 110. Bit C, E, D, F. No, let's go 120. Yeah, 120. Come on. You've got this far. The fingers are going to start to play on their own at this point. You have time to think about stuff. Each note. The fingers just know it by themselves. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Starting to sound interesting now. 140. Bum, bum, dun, dun, dun. You start to think in 2 now. 1 and 2. In fact, we could do that. No, let's just go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum, bum. So all I've done is just silenced a couple of those beats. So it doesn't sound so frantic. C, E, D, F, E, G, F, A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. $160. Come on, metronome. Come on, man. I've got stuff to do. C, E, D, F, bum, bum, bum. We might go to 200. See if we can get to 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Might start playing with the articulations. 180. So I might start making staccato or legato. That's another way you can make this exercise a bit more interesting. Goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go to 200. Whoop, there it is. See da 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 da. I might mix that articulation up. I might do 2 legato, 2 staccato. Dee da 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 dee da da da. But all this doing it in different ways means that you're going to be, skilled in lots of different ways of playing. Goes 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's just go. That's 300. What is this craziness? Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. I was thinking about someone else. I was thinking about what I'm for tea tonight. Focus. Focus is the most important thing. Has anyone ever said that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Come on. How fast is this metronome? This only goes up to 400, this metronome. Only goes to 400. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, my concentration. I was thinking about other things. What am I going to say next? That's what happens when you start thinking about too much. So there you go. A nice, fun way to play just that C major scale. And you've got B flats. Don't limit yourself to C. Etc. Off you go. Be creative with it. Be interesting with it. Let me know if that's any help or not. And I might do other ones as I think of them. Well done, and I hope that gave you a bit of a workout. Some nice relaxing tones. Do just nicely, thank you. See you soon.